Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of Connect with Eleanor. I'm glad that you're here. On today's episode, we're talking about 7 most interesting facts about social media and depression. I'm going to be taking us the complex relationship, the gray relationship between social media and depression. As someone that is so passionate about mental health, I believe that it is when you are okay mentally, that is when your life can be balanced. It is when your mind is stable. That is when you can create, that is when you can advance, that is when you can learn. So I am very passionate about mental health. I'm very passionate about self-care. So I'm going to be telling us how social media affects our well-being. As much as social media has helped a lot of people to develop their wealth, has helped a lot of people to advertise their giftings, has been a source of global open doors for so many people. It has also been a sort of detriment to the mental health of so many others as well. So I'm going to be discussing this in depth on today's episode of Connect with Eleanor. But before I continue, kindly subscribe, like. Thank you so much for your support so far. I hope to see you more on this channel as we go through this journey of self-healing. Fact 1 says that social media use is linked to depression. So this is the first fact that we know about social media, that is linked with depression. People that spend more time on social media, they are likely to be depressed. I know many people will say, wow, is it true? Is it not true? Much as social media is a platform where people can grow, you can work on yourself, you can interact, it's a form of community. It can also lead to depression. The reason why social media is linked to depression is because on social media, so many people they highlight their lives, they help us package their life to make it seem as if all is well, everything is okay. So when you see people on social media, probably you scroll through your phone and you see people on social media, everybody is living the life, and you tell yourself that these people are happy, their life is perfect, their marriage is perfect, what about me, and all like that. And then it leads to comparison. You're telling yourself that this person is going on different adventures, this person is traveling around the world, this person is doing this person is doing that. What about my own life? Instead of you being grateful about your life, then you will start comparing yourself to others. I know many people might say, no, I'm not like that. But whether consciously or unconsciously, I believe social media has affected every single one of us in one way or the other, especially when it comes to this area of depression. Because there is no how you won't tell yourself that, okay, my mate, especially when you're somebody that you're linked with, maybe your associates, people that you've known in the past, and then you see the highlight of their life. Probably this person is already getting married, or this person is married already, has a good job, and there's a way they celebrate. There's a way people package and celebrate themselves on social media. Tell yourself that my own life, what is going on, instead of you celebrating your journey. The truth of the matter is that in life, there are always two sides. Nobody wants to show their mess on social media. Nobody will want you to see their weakness on social media. Everybody just finds a way to present themselves in a perfect way. In Eleanor as a case study, the truth is I've gone through so many things in my life. I've gone through seasons of tears. I've gone through seasons of being tried. I've gone through seasons of challenges when it comes to relationship, when it comes to community, when it comes to my career, when it comes to my education. But the truth is, you don't see me proclaim it out there. Few people who actually do that. So people see others on social media and they feel like their life is perfect. There are many people that will see Eleanor on this platform and they will be like, wow, she has it all together and all like that. But they don't see the behind the scene. You don't see what is behind the scene. You don't see the tears. You don't see the days where I'm confused as to how to make sure that this episode is impactful enough, the days of preparation. Every single person on this planet is going through one difficulty or the other. You're not alone. You might feel like these people have achieved so much. They are there, they are at the top. But they have their own share of difficulties as well. So you have to try as much as possible not to compare yourself. So about this first fact, I'm going to be telling us how we can work on it, which is the first step that I would say is that set boundaries. It's not every time that you'll be on social media. You have to be intentional about the people you expose yourself to on social media, which means setting boundaries to protect your mind, to protect yourself so that you won't be ungrateful about how far you have progressed, so that you'll be able to celebrate the wins in your life. Then the second thing that I would say is that you should take social media breaks. Take a social detox. It's not every time that you have to be on social media. Be intentional about your time. As much as it is very important, it is when you guys are on social media that you'll be able to watch Connect with Eleanor, obviously, but you have to make sure that you take breaks. Don't be on social media 24/7. There's so many things about this life that is more than social media. There's so many behind the scenes of this life that is so beautiful, that is more than social media. So you have to be intentional about it. Another thing that I would say is that, okay, if you're somebody that you have to be on social media, probably you're still working on adjusting yourself to it, make sure that you follow content that promotes positivity and health, channels that uplift you, just like Connect with Eleanor, just like several other channels that encourage you, that give you this sense of, I need to work on myself to grow. You understand? Positive things, so you can follow accounts of people, follow the life of people that you feel like they are encouraging, that every time you go to their probably their Instagram, their TikTok, they are always encouraging, they are always saying words that will uplift you. So you can also do that. Another thing that I would say is that be compassionate towards yourself. The truth is, as much as everybody acts like they are strong, they are put together, life happens to everyone. The fact that you're not where you're supposed to be right now, that you feel like this is not where I'm supposed to be in my life right now, doesn't mean you should be ungrateful. Be kind to yourself. You've gotten this far, which means that there are better days ahead. There's still more to your journey. There's still more to your story. There's still more that the world is yet to see about the kind of person you are. So stop comparing yourself. Everybody has a journey, and our journey is unique to us as individuals. Let's right into the fact 2 of this, which is social comparison is a major contributor to depression. Like I said, human beings are wired to socially compare. I know people will say, oh my God, is this fact right? And it is true, because we will surely have something to compare. There's no how. But the truth is, social media has made it more, how do I put this, has amplified it. There's a way you will see others doing something and you'll be like, wow, this girl is actually making waves in the same career path as I am. What am I doing wrong? But the truth is, if you let yourself indulge in it and engross in it too much, you won't be able to move forward. Because when we constantly compare ourselves on social media, it will lead to anxiety. You're always anxious, you're always depressed, you always feel like you're not good enough, because you feel like others are making progress, everybody is moving forward. Why am I not moving forward? The truth is, you are actually moving. You don't know the depth of everybody's life. You don't know the hook and canny of everybody's life. Your simple life that you might want to feel like is not, how do I put it, significant from your own perspective, might even be the greatest gifts that somebody else is looking for out there. There are so many people that they've achieved so much wins in their career, in their marriage, and yet there is no peace of mind, and yet they are not happy. In fact, they will give up that life that they have in a heartbeat to have your life. So that is why comparison is very, very dangerous. It makes you have an ungrateful heart. You don't celebrate your journey. You don't celebrate how far God has brought you. So you have to be intentional, especially when it comes to this issue of social comparison. What I would say is that to avoid this level of social comparison, you have to focus on your journey. Focus on your journey. Like I said, every individual has their own unique path. Every individual has their own unique challenges. What is affecting another person might not be affecting you, but it doesn't mean they don't have their share of life's difficulties. So be kind to yourself. Tell yourself that, okay, I might not be where I want to be right now, but at this moment in time, I am moving forward. Keep working on myself till I get to that place of progress, till I get to that peak where I want to. So which means constantly working on yourself, taking breaks from social media. If you're somebody that you have this addiction, you're so used to comparing yourself to others, you have to be intentional about your social media use so that it will not affect your progress. That's why when you want to be on social media, make sure you utilize it as a medium of learning that, okay, this person that is in my career field, what are they doing to progress? Pick positive things out of other people's lives and experiences that you can use as a stepping stone. Things that you can tell yourself, okay, probably there's this great billionaire and there's a great platform to pick knowledge and utilize it effectively. So that, and also when you're taking on, so social media is a very good platform for you to learn from others, learn from their mistakes and not repeat their mistakes. That's why so many people that I know that are motivational speakers, that you encourage others and all like that, they always let you know that these are the mistakes they made, and in order to avoid you making the same mistakes, as a medium of learning and acquiring knowledge, might actually reduce this issue of social comparison. The third fact about social media and depression being linked together is that cyberbullying is a real present danger on social media. I mean, you see so many celebrities, probably because of one scandal or the other, they are being bullied, they are being oppressed. You see people insult others on social media, people do a lot of crazy things on social media. So you have to be intentional. You have to protect yourself. As much as social media use is very good, you have to protect your integrity, you have to protect your mind, you have to guard it diligently. That are the principles that have been governing your life from the moment you started working on yourself till this present moment. Not to be a victim of cyberbullying. You see so many people commit suicide, so many people become so depressed, so many people have anxiety disorder, personality disorder due to social media use. So you have to be intentional when it comes to your social media use. And in case you find yourself that you keep getting depressed every single day and you can't help yourself but to be on social media, then you need to work on it, because it's obviously turning to an addiction, so you need to work on it. But for someone that social media is the means where you make money, is the means where you constantly have to be on social media, it affects the mental health of people, it affects the way you see the world, it affects the way you see yourself. You see so many advertisements, you see so many endorsements, sponsorship. I mean, people that portray this level of perfection, for ladies and body shape, life, and all these things, and you tell yourself that I'm not good enough. And people online that they still need to work on themselves, they are not okay. So those kind of people, they take their anger and project it to you. So you have to protect yourself. The fourth fact about social media is that social media can be addictive. I mean, I've seen so many people get so addicted to social media to the point that when their phones are down, their life is down. Like when they don't have any means to charge their phone or they are not online due to data issues, I mean, you obviously see that they are miserable. It's obvious that this is becoming an addiction and you need to be intentional about it. Too much of everything is not good. Everything has to be balanced. Life has to be balanced. Your social media intake has to be balanced. Boundaries. You have to find a way to always take a social detox. It's not every time that people must know what you're doing. I mean, there are some people that every single thing they do in their life is on social media. You have to limit it. As much as Eleanor, as a person, I like sharing reels, mingling with people, posting on social media. I try as much as possible to limit it, because it's not every aspect of your life that must be shown on social media. As much as there are some things that you do to encourage your life, the behind the scene is more important than what people see. So another thing that I would say is the fixed fact of social media is that social media can affect your sleep pattern. This has happened to me several times due to the fact that, okay, I have to be online counseling people, talking to people, trying to solve people's problems, especially when it comes to mental health and, handling my channel. There are some times that when I'm on social media too much, I'm unable to sleep. My brain is constantly buzzing and I'm telling myself what exactly is going on. It's because of too much of social media intake. Exposure to screen every time your eye is on the screen. It leads to insomnia, leads to daylight fatigue. I mean, sleep-related problems. Most of the time, you see people that are on social media 24/7, they have issues sleeping. So you have to be intentional, which means planning your sleep routine every day, making sure that when you are about to sleep, at least you take 1 hour of social media before you sleep. So 1 hour, your brain would have adjusted to it and then you'll be able to sleep. So you have to be intentional, or else social media will affect your sleep. Now, the sixth fact about social media and depression is that social media can provide a sense of community, but it can also be a major source of depression, especially when it comes to exposure to new set of people that you are not entirely sure. So many of my friends tell me that okay, they met this person online, they are in this particular group. When you meet people on social media, it's a 50-50 thing. You might meet people that will encourage you, might meet people that will uplift you, and you might meet people that will give you a negative mindset about life. So it's like a two-edged sword. So you have to be intentional about protecting yourself and guarding yourself, which means you don't trust people easily on social media. That's just the way it is. As much as we are in a free world, I hear of so many cases of people that they enter a relationship with somebody on social media, and then it leads to something. It's probably due to the fact that they've not met that person, and then leads to a lot of things. Take for example, there was one of my friends like that she met a guy online, and she was telling me about, oh, this guy is cool, is nice, is this, is that. I was like, do you know everything about him? Okay, if it's possible, you guys should try to meet, so that so that you can be sure that okay, this person is actually real. And eventually, every time she tries to tell this guy that okay, let's meet online and all like that, this guy will give excuses. I'm busy, or will say okay, maybe we'll meet another time. Eventually, somebody that knew that guy got in contact with my friend. I don't know how that happened, and then she found out so many things about him that she didn't even know, because it was purely an online friendship or online relationship, whatever you want to call it. So you have to be intentional. As much as social media will give you a sense of community, will make you feel like you belong, you have to be careful of people that are not honest, people that are that give a false impression of the kind of person they are on social media. So as much as they are kind people, good people that will uplift you on social media, there are also people that are detrimental to your mental health on social media. So you have to be intentional about it. One fact about social media is that social media can be a platform of learning. It can be a major platform of knowledge and understanding, but can also affect the way people move forward. I will give you guys an example. For someone like Eleanor, I'm somebody that I always believe everything in life is spiritual. As much as there is so much knowledge in the world, you have to be intentional when it comes to the kind of knowledge that you consume. If you're not entirely sure that this person that is dispersing this level of knowledge is somebody that to some extent you can trust their expertise, you have to be careful, because there's so many knowledge out there, and it's not every single one of them that is true. Everybody always has something to say on social media. Everybody always wants to express their opinion, but the truth is you have the principles that are governing your life. Just like someone like Eleanor, the Bible is the major source of every principle that guides my life. So every other principle is built on it. So anything I encounter on social media or through learning and mentoring from other people, and I feel like, okay, this knowledge is not consistent with the word of God, there is something wrong somewhere, I just tell myself that no. So it's not every knowledge you consume, it's not everything that everybody says that you apply to your life. Like I said, every single person, our journey is unique. So even on Connect with Eleanor, there are some things that Eleanor might say that might not apply to your life. There are some things that will apply. So pick the ones that you know that is valuable to you in that stream of knowledge and apply it. And the ones that you feel like this thing might be detrimental to me or is not applicable to my life, then you remove it. That's why Eleanor always tries as much as possible to make sure that every single thing I say on this platform is tested, is trusted, has been worked on, and has been tested and trusted to work effectively. So I'm not telling you something that I've not tried in my life. I'm not telling you something that I've not told other people to try and I've seen results. So whatever I'm doing on this platform is 100% certified. It's something that if you apply in your life, it's going to be a good platform for you. So these are the 7 facts that is with depression and social media. So in this world, you have to take responsibility for your life, take responsibility for your mind, take responsibility for your social media intake, because it will affect you. And the truth is, your mind is your greatest asset. So you have to guard it diligently. So thank you so much for watching today's episode of Connect with Eleanor. I hope I've been able to connect with you on another level. I hope you will take few bullet points here and there from all the things I've said, and you will apply it to your life by taking social media detox, by making sure that you take breaks, you set boundaries, you make sure that you're careful of the knowledge you consume, you're careful of the people you meet on social media, you try as much as possible to get to know people very well, you certify them real life, you are sure that this person exists before you proceed to commit to. Thank you for watching another exciting episode of Connect with Eleanor. I will see you next week. Being intentional about your social media intake, being selective of the people you follow. Make sure you follow people with positive mindset that can lift you forward. I love you guys so much. I celebrate you. Bye.